Listen closely, Aquarius, and pause for a moment because what I am about to unveil to you today is no mere coincidence. You have arrived at this message at the precise second the universe prepared it specifically for your soul. Before you proceed with your daily routine, you must understand that tomorrow, April 22nd, 2026, your phone is going to ring, and that single conversation will split your life into two distinct chapters, the before and the after. We are not discussing a common notification or a casual check-in. I am speaking of a profound communication that you have anticipated for months, perhaps even years, without knowing it was already in motion toward you. During the early hours of this morning, I performed a deep reading of the cards specifically for your sign, and the revelations left me speechless for a considerable amount of time. The messenger, embodied by the Knight of Cups, is charging toward you with news that will vibrate through the very foundations of everything you once deemed impossible. Within this transcription, you will discover the exact identity of the caller, the nature of their proposal, and why April 22nd, 2026 has been etched into your destiny since the beginning of time. You will learn how to avoid obstructing this flow of energy and how to emotionally anchor yourself to receive the treasures the cosmos has guarded for you. Furthermore, I will caution you regarding a specific hurdle that might manifest if you fail to observe the celestial signs. I urge you to remain present until the final moments, as I will disclose a hidden message the cards have held in reserve just for you. Aquarius, having dedicated many years to the art of interpretation, I can testify that I rarely encounter an energetic alignment as potent as the one surrounding your sign at this juncture. When I laid out the cloth this morning and began to shuffle with your essence in mind, the cards practically leaped from my grasp. This phenomenon only occurs when a message is of such urgency that it demands immediate delivery. The initial card to manifest was the Ace of Wands. For those familiar with the Sacred Tarot, this card signifies fiery opportunities and fresh starts that arrive without warning. However, the manner in which it presented itself was striking, falling inverted at first and then rotating upward of its own accord, as if signaling that something previously stagnant is about to ignite with a force that will defy your own belief. I have witnessed this omen very few times in my career, and it has consistently preceded monumental shifts in the lives of those I read for. Pay close attention to what I am about to share, for it is vital that you grasp the cosmic framework of these events. Saturn, your modern ruler, has been exerting a pressure upon you over recent months that may have felt disproportionate or even cruel. You have felt as though the weight of the world rested solely upon your shoulders, where every forward movement was met with two steps in reverse. That lingering sense of being stuck, that quiet frustration you rarely voice to others, all of it served a higher purpose that will begin to reveal itself tomorrow. The universe was not punishing you. It was tempering you so that you could sustain the magnitude of what is approaching. Had you not endured those trials, you would not be prepared to hold this blessing with the necessary wisdom. The individual who will contact you tomorrow has been contemplating your presence far more than you realize. Throughout the past weeks, your name has surfaced in their mind during the most unexpected intervals, while they were driving, while they struggled to find sleep, or while making executive decisions. This is no accident. It is a result of your energy vibrating at a frequency so high that it has become impossible for them to ignore. The cards indicate that this person possesses something significant to offer you, something they have held back because they were uncertain of the timing, but now they feel an inexplicable pull to reach out as if a greater power is compelling them toward that phone. And that greater power, Aquarius, is you. It is your own energetic field reclaiming what belongs to you by divine right. Understand clearly that this message did not find you by chance. If these words resonate within the depths of your heart, declare it now by affirming your readiness to receive this call of abundance. Such an act of faith serves to activate the gateways of your destiny. Engaging with this energy through a simple gesture of acknowledgement seals your connection to this transformative power, for your intent determines your fortune. Great heavens, when the second card of your reading appeared, I was nearly overwhelmed by its intensity. The Wheel of Fortune manifested in a central position, dominating the entire spread. If there is a singular card that represents a radical shift in fate, it is the Wheel. It announces that the cycles of life are turning in your favor after an extended duration of resistance. Everything you sowed in the past, every tear shed in the solitude of the night, every time you rose again when no one believed in your vision, is on the verge of blooming in a way that you will be able to see, touch, and experience physically. This is not a vague or abstract promise, it is a tangible reality entering your life through that call on April 22, 2026. Let me explain a concept regarding destiny that many fail to grasp. You do not attract what you merely want, you attract what your vibration permits. Right now, following all the internal work you have completed, whether consciously or not, your vibration is reaching peaks it hasn't touched in years. I have seen many under your sign miss golden opportunities because they were not tuned to the right frequency. But you, at this exact moment, are precisely where you need to be. The synchronicity of you engaging with this revelation right now, just before that phone rings, is the ultimate proof that you are aligned with your higher calling. The cards further reveal that a figure from your past is intertwined with this situation, someone you did not expect to hear from again. This does not necessarily imply a romantic connection, though it could be, but rather someone who played a vital role in a chapter of your story you thought was finished. This person has undergone their own transformative process and returns now with a completely renovated perspective. What they could not offer you before, they are now prepared to deliver. What they failed to appreciate in you then, they now perceive with a clarity that was previously absent. However, you must understand a crucial point: this person is not returning because you need them. They are returning because you have elevated your own value to a point where you can no longer be ignored. The Six of Pentacles appeared directly beneath the wheel, and this combination tells me there is a substantial component of material abundance in what is nearing. This could manifest as a professional offer that eclipses your current expectations, a business venture someone wishes to propose, or perhaps an old debt that is finally being settled in your favor. It could even be an unexpected inheritance or a gift that arrives precisely when you need it most. While the exact figures are not shown, the cards indicate the amount will be a very pleasant surprise. This is not a minor sum, it is a significant influx that will provide you with much-needed breathing room and open doors that once seemed permanently sealed. Prosperity is knocking at your door, Aquarius, but it requires your permission to enter. Your wealth is manifesting in every aspect of your existence, and your commitment to this truth aligns you with the universal flow. I must be entirely transparent with you, as my responsibility involves preparing you for challenges as well. The Five of Swords appeared in a position of warning, suggesting that someone in your immediate circle might attempt to dampen this blessing. They may not do this out of conscious malice, but rather through unconscious envy, a fear that your elevation will leave them behind, or their own insecurities being projected onto you. This individual might try to plant seeds of doubt in your mind just when you need to trust yourself the most. They may offer comments that seem innocent on the surface but are designed to make you second-guess your path. Stay vigilant, for the enemy of your blessing often wears the mask of concern. The encouraging news is that the Nine of Cups, the card of the fulfilled wish, crowns the entire reading. This is the card we refer to as the genie of the lamp, signifying that the universe is about to grant something you have requested from the deepest part of your soul. Whether you asked for it aloud or in the silence of your thoughts, the universe heard, and now it answers. This card confirms that the call on April 22, 2026 is the vessel through which your deepest desire begins to take shape. It will be a process rather than an instantaneous event, but that call is the first step of a journey that will totally reshape your reality. Pay close attention to the time the phone rings, as the numbers hold specific messages. If it occurs between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock in the morning, the energy is perfectly aligned for an open response. If it happens in the afternoon between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, there may be aspects to negotiate, but the final result will be heavily in your favor. If it rings in the evening, it means the person has been gathering their courage all day to speak with you. Regardless of the hour, do not let it go to voicemail. Do not let fear or shock paralyze you, for this is one of those opportunities that does not repeat in the same way if allowed to pass. Your air element provides you with the ability to analyze situations from infinite angles, but sometimes that quality leads to excessive hesitation. Tomorrow, when you hear what this person has to say, I want you to resist entering analytical mode immediately. First, feel. Let the emotion flow and allow your heart to process the information before your mind attempts to seize control. Your greatest decisions have always been those where you allowed intuition to speak first. This situation demands that same approach. You must trust your feelings before weighing every variable. Your success will be a blessing to everyone you love, and by honoring this path, you activate ancestral protection over your lineage. Aquarius, I am going to share something I typically reserve for private consultations because I feel you truly need to hear it. Being born under the sign of the water bearer means you came into this world with a unique mission: to break patterns, to innovate, and to show paths that others cannot yet perceive. But that mission comes with the price of being misunderstood by those not operating on your frequency. For years, you have felt like you didn't quite fit, seeing things differently and struggling to connect with the superficiality of human interactions. That is not a flaw, it is your superpower. And the call tomorrow will come from someone who finally recognizes the singular value you bring to the table. The magician appeared in the position of resources, indicating that you have everything necessary to seize this chance. You do not lack preparation, talent, or capability. The only thing you have lacked until now is the correct door, and that door swings open on April 22, 2026 with the ring of your phone. The magician reminds you that the four elements are at your disposal: the fire of passion, the water of intuition, the air of intelligence, and the earth of practicality. You have mastery over them all, even if you occasionally forget. Tomorrow, you will need to remember who you truly are, not the reduced version you present to avoid making others uncomfortable, but the full version of your being. The next 72 hours are vital for preparing your energetic ground. Tonight, before you sleep, perform a simple but powerful clearing. Hold a glass of water between your hands and visualize all negativity, all doubts, and all fears flowing into that water. Then, without drinking it, pour it down the drain, imagining you are releasing everything that does not belong to you. Tomorrow morning, before that call arrives, take a shower with the conscious intent of purification, imagining the water washing away any blockages that might interfere with your reception of this gift. It gives me chills to tell you this, but there is a very strong romantic energy woven into this situation. This doesn't mean the call is strictly romantic in nature, but it does mean that love plays a significant role in the chain of events triggered tomorrow. It could be that this opportunity leads you to someone special, or that strengthening your professional position allows you to receive love in a way you couldn't before. It could even be that someone who loves you deeply is behind the scenes orchestrating this for you. The Two of Cups appeared, whispering about soul connections that activate through these coming events. True love seeks out brave hearts who dare to receive it. Open your heart to all forms of affection, for each gesture of kindness you put out returns multiplied. I must also speak to you about the financial prosperity that is drawing near. The universe moves abundance in mysterious ways, and the cards suggest that the economic flow coming your way will not arrive through the traditional channels you expected. Perhaps you have been seeking a raise in your current job while the abundance is actually coming from a completely different source. Maybe you've been waiting for a specific project to take off while prosperity enters through a side door you hadn't even considered. Keep an open mind, for the universe is infinitely more creative than our limited expectations. The Ten of Pentacles appeared, confirming that this is not a temporary gain but the start of lasting stability. This is the card of generational wealth, indicating that what you build now will benefit not only your present but the future of those you cherish. Aquarius, you are not receiving just for yourself, you are receiving so you can give, create, and leave a legacy. This responsibility is something you have been prepared for your entire life without realizing it. Every lesson of scarcity taught you the value of resources, and now you will apply that wisdom to manage your abundance. There is also something the cards reveal about your current emotional state. You have been carrying a silent sadness that you share with no one, a feeling that something is missing, even if you can't identify exactly what it is. That sensation is going to transform starting on April 22, 2026. I am not saying it will vanish instantly, as emotions are complex, but that call will plant a seed of genuine hope in ground that had begun to dry up. You will remember why it is worth dreaming, why it is worth striving, and why it is worth believing that things can improve. The Hermit appeared as counsel, suggesting you need a moment of silence and reflection between today and tomorrow. Do not fill every second with noise or distractions. Give your intuition the space to speak to you and show you signs you might miss if you are too busy looking outward. Tonight, spend at least 15 minutes in complete silence, no phone, no television, just you and your thoughts. In that stillness, you will receive clarity on how to handle what is coming. Trust in the wisdom of your soul, for your path is being aligned with forces conspiring in your favor. Pay attention, Aquarius, because I am now going to reveal something about the person who will call you that the cards showed with unusual clarity. It is someone who knows you better than you think, someone who has observed your journey even when you were unaware. They have recognized your worth even in moments when you doubted yourself. This person has reached a point where they need exactly what you offer, not as a favor, but as a mutual exchange. Do not approach this from a place of desperation when you speak with them. Remember your own value. The Empress appeared, revealing that a very strong feminine energy is protecting and facilitating this transition. This could be a mother, a grandmother, a mentor, or even a feminine figure who is no longer in the physical world but continues to watch over you. This maternal energy is moving invisible threads to ensure you receive your due. If you have lost an important woman in your life, know that she has much to do with what is about to happen. Her love transcends the limits of this world. She wants you to know that you don't need to be perfect to deserve good things, and that the mistakes of your past do not define your right to happiness. You have been too hard on yourself for too long, it is time to forgive yourself. Tomorrow, when that phone rings, answer as someone who deserves every blessing, not as someone merely surviving on crumbs. The Knight of Swords appeared, indicating you must act with speed when the moment arrives. It is not the time for overthinking or consulting 20 different people. The details can be negotiated later, but the openness to receive must be immediate. Finally, Aquarius, you must pay special attention to your dreams tonight. Information will come to you through the dream world that complements what I am sharing. You might dream of water symbolizing emotional transitions, or of flying symbolizing approaching freedom. Keep a pen and paper near your bed, as you will want to record these insights. The Tower appeared in the position of the past, confirming you have recently endured a necessary destruction. Something you thought was stable collapsed, a relationship, a job, or a belief. That collapse was required to create space for what is coming. If the tower hadn't fallen, there would be no room for the new structures the universe wants to build. We often have to lose to gain and let go to receive. On April 22, 2026, the numerological energy of change and stability combines perfectly for you. The number 5 represents movement and liberation, while April represents foundations. Together, they create the energy for a change that builds new roots. Your health also deserves attention. Don't neglect your body while your mind processes these anxieties. The abundance coming to you includes the invitation to invest in your own well-being. The star appeared as the final result, and there is no better confirmation that everything will turn out extraordinarily well. The star is the card of renewed hope and deep healing. After the tower comes the star. After the night comes the dawn. Your dawn begins tomorrow, April 22, 2026, with the sound of the phone that will change the course of your history. The secret message for you is this: you have doubted your power for too long. You have minimized your gifts to avoid appearing arrogant. You have accepted less than you deserve. That era has ended. Tomorrow is the first step into a chapter where you finally occupy your rightful place. To prepare, discard something that represents your old life, a broken object or old papers. Clear your phone of contacts that no longer serve you, ensuring the device for this call is energetically clean. You are ready. The universe is no longer whispering, it is calling you to claim your abundance.